Hey everybody, good morning. I'm sending high vibrations to you, and I just want to acknowledge what's going on in the world. And if you or anyone that you're close to has been affected by this pandemic, I'm just sending love and light. And I also just want to share with everybody what my morning has been, because I have never felt better. So first of all, I've been fasting for 18 hours, and this is not a new thing. A lot of people are working with intermittent fasting right now, or they have been, and I would really encourage you to consider this, because the sooner we can clear out our bowel and our digestive tract, the sooner your body can heal from whatever it's needing to heal from. And I'm not sick. I'm not even feeling weak or diminished in any way. I'm not even feeling my typical allergy symptoms. But I know that this time that we're going through is the perfect time to do everything that I can to enhance my immune system, to strengthen my vitality, and to connect with nature, so that my body can heal itself of whatever is there. And so my day started out here in the sunshine, and I've been doing some work in the yard, and I was just really compelled to come out this morning and to do some work with this new tree that I planted. This is my new little tree, and it's so funky and so cute. And it's a Norway spruce, and they're one of these kind of droopy pines that make very interesting shapes. And the way that I did my yard work today is just like this, totally bare feet. And this is how I do most things. Of course, I put on shoes sometimes when it's really, really necessary, but most of the time I do my yard work barefooted, including mowing the lawn. Because what I use is a old-fashioned, silent, almost silent push mower. So it just really gives me the chance to connect to my land and to connect to the vibration of earth. And that is your first source of medicine, people, that and the sunshine. So the other thing that I want to tell you is that I started my morning sitting in the sunshine with a cup of hot water, and I just dry brushed my face and my neck, and it felt amazing. The next thing that I did was to administer to myself a green coffee enema. And I have another video out there on YouTube that talks about why this is so beneficial to clearing the system. So there's a lot of information out there about coffee enemas. These have been used for years and years and years, especially in Europe. And they used to be used quite a bit in America before pharmaceuticals became the cocktail of choice by our society. But the bottom line is, if your colon isn't clean, nothing in your body functions well. And even if you're having good regular poops every day, that doesn't mean the walls of your colon are clean. And this is where so many pockets of bacteria and viruses and candida and all kinds of entities live. So just remember, coffee is good in your butt, but bad for your gut. And I can totally sympathize with people that have a coffee addiction or a coffee habit. I actually love a good cup of coffee, but I've realized that it's really not beneficial to me on a daily basis. I will allow myself to do that every once in a while, and it's only when I have a nice long morning and when everything about it is just perfect. Because the worst thing that we can do is to drink something like coffee in a hurry. It creates a tremendous amount of heat, it's very acidic, and it causes a lot of trauma in our digestive system. And so, there are some benefits to it, but you're gonna get the most benefit by sticking it up your butt. So I'll be telling more about that. I might even have some instructional videos. I'm feeling inspired in that way. So right after I did that, I took an ice cold shower. I took a hot shower first because I needed to wash my hair, but then I've been working with the Wim Hof method for some time now, and I've been working more and more deeply into the cold shower part of it, and I'm telling you, I am beginning to crave it. I have never felt more bulletproof, more vibrant, or more alive than I do right now. And most importantly, I'm feeling incredibly present with myself, present with nature, and just present with my own aliveness. So if you're thinking and listening to this and thinking, wow, she just has all of this time on her hands. Well, this morning I do. And actually this morning I created it. There's a bunch of work that I could be doing, but I knew that I needed to really deeply tend to myself first. I needed to tend to my body and tend to my spiritual self. I've been deep in ceremony all week. It's been an entire week of ceremony, and it's going to continue and even get more intense this weekend. So this time that we're going through is nothing more than an invitation for you to refine your own spiritual process, to refine your own relationship to food, to the habits that you have, and especially to the habits that you have about consuming media and information and conversations. So if you've been watching a lot of the news, I would really implore you to turn it off. You really only need to check in one time during the day. And I would really recommend that that's not first thing in the morning, and that it's also not last thing at night. You really do not want to be implanting all of that bad news and that fear and that trauma right when you wake up, and you certainly don't want to give yourself a dose of it right before you go to sleep. These are the two most important times of the day spiritually, and these are the two times of the day that you have the most opportunity to access your own healing and to access your own higher self and your own connection to source energy, whatever label that you want to put on that, okay? So I would encourage you to take the time instead to connect with nature, to add some sort of self-care practice, and to add some sort of sacred ritual. So that can be your typical Christian prayer, Judaism, whatever you do, or maybe if you don't have anything that you do, just sit in meditation and just sit and feel your feelings. Because a lot of us are just rushing around trying to do all of these things, but we're not actually feeling what we feel. And the sooner that we can turn away from the news media and turn inward, you're going to realize that the authentic feelings are not the ones of fear. We certainly have to be aware, but we do not have to connect to all of this craziness that's happening in the world right now. You've never had greater choice than you have right now about what you connect to with a conscious intention. And my wish for you today is that you find some way to connect to a sense of self-healing, because you have all of the medicine that you need within you. It's a matter of unlocking it, trusting it, and listening. And if you need more guidance, check me out on sacredvalleyhealingarts.com. My YouTube channel is Connie McGee and Sacred Valley Healing Arts, Instagram, whatever. I'm wishing you peace and light and well-being. Namaste.